Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a plan with me for today is June the 12th, 2025, Thursday. I really have to focus on the day because it seems like time is just moving by so fast. So I am planning out of my Hobonichi cousin. I will admit I feel a bit guilty because I didn't finish the book and I was like so close to finishing it. I think I'm going to do like a flip through at some point of just what I've done and kind of how I've worked in it. And what I will say about this planner is it's much of how I always end up working in the Hobonichi weeks. The weeks I start off in one way and then just experiment or utilize it how my life needs it in a moment. And I can say it's been the same thing for this one. And I feel guilty. So I've really been contemplating. I started setting up the next half because this goes to June, and then July through December is the next half. And at first I was just gonna leave it as is, and if I wanted a journal somewhere in the future or anything like that, I would just use it. But I feel like it's already dated. I feel bad trying to think of like ways that I could use it. So what I did was I started just laying down stickers and setting it up, and then whatever comes to me as to how I want to use it, I'll use it then. But I wanted to do a daily plan in the daily sheets in here. So that's what I'm doing. While I was looking at stickers, because I vowed to myself that from now to the end of the year, I was going to try to really utilize all the stickers that I have. Even if I just go crazy with the stickers. Some of them, especially like this one, I don't even think they sell this anymore. Some of the stickers that I have are about to like wear out because I ran across some that didn't stick, and I feel like, wow, it's gonna go to waste. I don't want to give it to Goodwill because I know I've gotten stampers and stuff like that in the past, and one stamper I got was not they could have just tossed it, and I felt bad because I actually bought it. So I didn't want to give stickers that I know don't have that much stick to them left. And as you can see, these are like old school Dollar Tree. I'd say I made up this binder a few years ago, and I had the intentions of concentrating on all the stickers that are just in this binder, but it just never happened. On the side pocket right there, I always put like scraps of any cardstock that I'm using, different things like that. The skates that you see right there, I actually cut those out from a magazine, and I just thought that they would be cute using it for today. At first I was going to save them for a journaling page, but I decided to use them. I think that they are super cute, and it just adds to what's already there. Here you'll see me kind of stacking stickers as to what would look best, and I'm going along with the words that definitely make sense to me. So it's like good vibes all day today have been good vibes so far, and I want to continue with it, make it happen. And then what I'm doing today, so I did just a really quick list of things that I needed to do. Hopefully I'm able to complete them all. The hallway is something I've been struggling with for a while, as well as like finding a destination for the next vacation that I am planning, which will be next month. So I don't know. Part of me is saying go back to where I went last time, but I want to shoot someplace different, but I don't know. So I'm still thinking about that. Other than that, you'll see as the video goes on, I'm going to plan from the weeks. It's a weekly view at the beginning, and that's what I'm going to be planning. I'm not really sure how I want to use the weeks section in here, the week on like 2 pages. I'm not sure how I want to use that. So what I did today was like a mixture of just journaling and capturing important things that happened or like things that stood out. So maybe that's something that I could do in the future. I'm not sure yet. But the next page out of here that I'm doing for the weeks has like, it was in a magazine and I cut it out and it's like light bulbs. And I feel like I put the light bulbs there because it was almost like the light flicked on with me recently in terms of how I'm viewing the clutter that's in my house and just the over consumption. Just, I have so much stuff. Some of which I can definitely get to, but I think I made a lot of mistakes with buying things and saying, "Oh, it's on sale," justifying getting 3 and 4 of the same thing. So I'm not gonna like throw that stuff away or anything, but I am going to start to think more critically about what I'm getting. As far as like clothes, so I'm off tomorrow. So tomorrow is like the day that I'm going to the storage as well. So me and my mom are going to go to the storage. We're going to get rid of some stuff there. And I plan on getting rid of some stuff in my house as well as like the storage in the basement. I have all of these great plans, but whenever it comes to decluttering, I'll admit I get super nervous and somehow either don't complete it or I just don't even attempt to do it. I have really been having some anxiety around all of the stuff that's here, and I just don't want to keep cleaning stuff that I'm not using anymore. So I am going to look deeper into what I want to do, but I did come to the conclusion that as far as like winter clothes from last year, I'm going to try them on, but if it's something that I haven't worn in like months, like 4 or 5 or 6 months, I'm just getting rid of it. And it's gonna pain me because I already think about some of my things that's hanging up, like Victoria's Secret pink jogging suits that I paid an insane amount for, and that is exactly the reason why I haven't worn them like that, is because I paid so much for them. But it's also just sitting there as well. So I already started a pile where some things I'm going to take to Plato's closet. Like I have shoes, a bag. I've really been starting to get things together. And that's what you see right here. And gluing things down, especially stuff that come from the magazine, is also giving me a little bit of more experience with collaging. I mentioned that in a previous video that I definitely want to collage and try to get into that. So that's giving me that as well. I was looking at YouTube the other day. Have you all ever heard of a sidekick journal? Once I tapped on a video, of course, all the other ones comes up, and I seen sidekick journal. And what it is a journal that's just there, and either you are practicing on not something that's specific, but you just randomly put things on that may be laying around, old scraps from cardstock, different things like that you just put together. So that was really interesting to me, and because I'm practicing collaging, it sounds like something that I can do. And it almost sounds very close to Smashbooks, because I know with Smashbooks you can do it at any time. It doesn't have to be like a specific, like stay in order, like the days in order. If you want to jump or just add things in, you can. And that's what this sidekick journal seems like. So I just might do that. And my purpose in doing that would be to, again, practice and just practice and like letting my creativity flow. I always say I'm not creative, but sometimes we say things that we aren't because we never really tried it. So I would encourage you to do the same if it's not collaging, or some people really want to get into planning or journaling, I really need to work on budgeting and being consistent, but I also want to work on collages. So I feel like in order to be good at that or better, I have to practice at it. And practice doesn't mean I'm going to always hit the mark. It just means I'm going to continue to try, see what works, learn more about it, adjust, a lot of readjusting. So I would encourage you all to do the same thing. If journaling has been something you wanted to do for a while, maybe, and like looking at YouTube is something where you get inspiration from, whether it's journaling, planning, sewing, crocheting, like roller skating, anything. Make sure you start off slow. Start off with attainable goals so that you don't get discouraged, but then also modify what it is that you're watching and who you're watching. I realize I can't watch YouTubers that are making an insane amount of money and then me try to follow behind them, because my budgeting is not going to look the same. So that's what I suggest you all do. Make room to practice and put effort and energy into the things that you want to do. And because learning sign language, journaling, and just being creative is something that I want to spend time on, that's something that I need to make room for. And in order to do that, it will cause me to have to clear out things in the house, declutter, things of that sort, because that is the only way that I'm going to have time to do everything. I'm getting better at my planning with not putting a million things down, but putting what I actually want to focus on for that day. So that is something I will continue to do. But I definitely encourage you all to step out and try something different. But that is all. I hope you all are having an awesome day. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.